Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to this special episode. I'm going to discuss about a particular share. And usually, when it comes to investment, I'm a very conservative person. I do not invest in high beta stocks. For trading, I do high beta stocks, but not for investment. And you must have seen my past recommendations, mostly PFC, REC, Tata Steel. But Tata Steel, it a high volatile, but when it came down, it offered a very good dividend yield. Then Vedanta. So these are the stocks. But today, I'm going to discuss about one share. And before that, a disclaimer, I'm not a SEBI registered research analyst. So therefore, please consult your financial advisor before taking a position. Number one, Indian economy looks very good. And the GDP data came a few days before at 13.5, whereas most of the world countries are struggling. US is going into recession and so on. For the next 1 year to 2 years, so we can take somewhat bullish view about the markets. If there is one stock and available cheaper and with a good dividend yield with a potential upside. So before discussing the thing, let me tell you what is a holding company. Let us look at the Investopedia. A holding company is a business entity, usually a corporation or limited liability company. Typically, a holding company does not manufacture anything, sell any products or services, or conduct any other business operations. Rather, holding companies hold the controlling stock in other companies. Basically, a holding company means a company holding the shares of other companies. But normally, in India, person has many companies. If a group has a group of companies, then a holding company will be holding the shares. And I can tell you some examples. And Tata has so many companies. And Tata Investment Corporation is a holding company, and that is holding the shares of other Tata Group companies. And Bajaj Holding, that company will be holding the shares of other Bajaj Group companies. And BF Investments and Bharat Forge Investments. Okay, BF Investments is a Baba Kalyani Group company. So Baba Kalyani Group has many shares. So this BF Investments will be having is a holding company holding the shares of other Baba Kalyani Group companies. Today, I'm going to talk about a holding company called Tata Investment Corporation. And first, let us look at Tata Group companies. This is the Tata company website. So here you can see the Tata has 17 listed companies. Tata Consultancy, Tata Steel, Tata Motors, Titan, Tata Chemicals, Tata Power, Indian Hotels, Tata Consumer, Tata Communications, Voltas, Trent, Tata Steel Long Products, Tata Investment Corporation, Tata Metallics, Tata Elxsi, Nelco Limited, Tata Coffee Limited. Wow, to remember these 17 names is so difficult, but Ratan Tata has these 17 companies. So such a big guy. Here, this company, Tata Investment Corporation. So this company will not be manufacturing any product, will not be offering any services, but this company holding the shares of all other companies of Tata Group. Generally, holding companies will not be trading with a high valuation, and they will always be trading discount to their fair value. So if you look at this screener website, so this is Tata Investment Corporation. The market cap is 8,000 crore. Current price is 1,649, and the high and low for this year, but it is trading closer to the high. And stock PE 34. But 34 PE looks very big. But let me tell you, it is very small. You know why? Because this company is not manufacturing anything. This company is not making any money. They just invest in shares of other Tata companies. So they don't have any income. Their only income is the dividend received from their Tata Group companies. So you can see the dividend yield is about 3.34. So you can see that 3.34 into 34 will give you 100. This company is not into any operation. So therefore, there is no point in looking at PE ratio. You can look at the dividend. 3.34% is a very good dividend yield. Now, most interesting thing, look at the book value. The book value is 3,800 rupees, but stock is trading at less than half of the book value. Book value is the intrinsic value. Therefore, that is the real worth of the company, but shares are being traded at half the price. This ROCE and ROE, they are misleading for a holding company. Only for normal companies you have to look at it. So this all because because the only income derived is the dividend income. So you say everything is based on the dividend. If you look at the chart, so it is somewhere near 1 year high, and usually in a stock market, the stronger companies will continue to be strong, the weaker companies will continue to be weaker. Sometimes it makes sense to buy a stronger companies, not the weaker companies. Why it is trading at closer to 52-week high? That's because mainly the last 1 year, all the IT stocks have shot up like anything, and Infosys, it was trading around 750, 800. Now it has gone to 1500, 600. So TCS has also outperformed in the last 1 year. In fact, Nifty from 12,000 to 18,000, it went just because of IT stocks. Then there's another group company called Tata Elxsi, which shot up from 1,000 rupees to 10,000 rupees, a 10 bagger. And then most importantly, Tata Motors. And Tata Motors, until few years before or until 1 year before, I was not having a good opinion about Tata Motors, and that's because there was no innovation at all. And I remember Mahindra XUV 500, and there's another car called Tata Aria. So they both introduced the cars at the same time, but you can't see even a single car on the Tata Aria. But XUV 500, it's growing like anything. Now they've done XUV 700, is doing very, very well. But in the last 1 year, what is happening? And Tata, they call it as Tata Motors 2.0. So they've done a lot of innovations. They have brought in a lot of new models, and Nexon is one of them. And most importantly, the Nexon EV is doing extremely well. In fact, Tata Motors is the only Indian company is offering EV option in cars. Of course, you have a Mercedes-Benz EQS and EQC. Then there are other, they are all like over 1 crore. If you are talking about Hyundai Kona or MG, they also come out with electric options, but they are like, 2 times, 3 times more than the normal car. But whereas Nexon is the cheapest electric vehicle. In fact, as per a report, last month, there was an increase of about 250% in electric vehicle sales on Tata Motors. This Tata Motors electric vehicle foray is changing the fortune of Tata, whereas the nearest rival, Mahindra, is also nowhere in the picture, and Mahindra Electric is also coming, but it will be coming very, very late. I think it will take at least 2 years. So at least for another 1 to 2 years, there is no competition for Tata Motors electric vehicle. Since the global markets corrected, Nasdaq has fallen so much, the IT stocks have also fallen. So TCS has fallen about 20% as of now, but usually 20% to 25% is what the IT stocks will be correcting, and then after that they start rallying. So if you look at the Tata stocks, Tata Motors has a good future for next 1.5 year. TCS has already corrected, so we can expect TCS to move higher, and there is no need to talk about other group companies. So those days, people say Tata shares are called widow's shares. If suppose husband die, wife don't know how to manage the money, put the money in Tata company shares, she is assured that she will get a decent return. Other group companies are also doing well. So therefore, this Tata Investment Corporation, although it is trading closer to 1 year high, but still it has got a very good value. And one thing is that you are buying at half the price, but don't be very happy that you are buying at half the price. Then forever it will be trading at half the price only. So if the book value go to 10,000, this will trade at 5,000 only. So that's not a big criteria, but it offers a good dividend yield. 3.34% dividend is good. Just like PSU companies always declare very high dividend, they are not declaring dividend for you. They are declaring the dividend to the government. And of course, you also get benefited. So the same way here, the Tata group companies, like few years before, Tata Motors was in trouble, and what happens, Tata Consultancy, TCS will always declare very good dividend. Why? Because 75% of the shares are being held by Tata Sons. So the major chunk of the dividend will be going to Tata Sons. Then in turn, that money will be pumped into any other company which is in trouble. Because of that, Tata Sons used to receive lot of dividend from TCS. But now going forward, there is no problem with any company. So whatever the high dividend yield comes, so that can be redistributed to the shareholders. So in my opinion, for the next 1 to 1.5 years, this Tata Investment Corporation should do well. Let us see what happens for the next 1 year to 2 year. So in fact, in 2014, I used to appear in a local television channel called Sun TV as an expert. Somebody called me over the phone and suggested me to buy some shares. Then I gave few shares and this Tata Investment Corporation was one of them. I think that time it was trading around 400, 450 like that. From 400 to 450, now 1600. It has shot up 4 times in the last 7-8 years. This won't give any bumper profit, but slow and steady, a good return will be getting. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.